Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines. But today, we are going to try something. Now, when I say try, it doesn't mean it's going to stay here, so don't shout at me in the comment section. But I'm going to build an outside connection. Now, technically, we already have outside connections with the planes and the boats. But you know, your boy's been struggling with these demands for the industrial lately. I can't even English. And that's down to the fact that we can't get as much goods into the city as you normally will because we're only heavily relying on the ships and the planes. We don't have a train or a road outside connection, so you've completely cut off the two big main modes of transport of bringing cargo in and out. Now, I'm going to create, or try and attempt to create, a little outside connection for trains. And I just want to see how much it transforms the island. It's not going to stay here. It's just going to be an experiment for this episode. What I should have really said was, hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another City Skyline experimental video. But no! I'm trying it! You can't stop me right now! I'm my own man! You can't stop me! So we are back anyway, guys. If you enjoyed the series, make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get more episodes when it comes out. Next episode, it won't be here, okay? You heard it here first. Anyway, we are back. So I've tried everything, guys. I've tried everything right now. I've tried to place down all the industries, do like industrial zoning here, there, and everywhere. And still, these guys require, or they don't have enough raw resources. I've implemented 2 airports. I've got literally, no joke, cargo harbour for days. But it's still not enough for these guys. And the crazy thing is, I barely have any industrial. We have a little bit over here, some over here, some there. And that's it. The only other ones you then have is offices. I have literally the bare minimum. And it's not enough. Now, when I got this this map of the workshop, it kind of included this over here in the corner that I don't know if anybody knows about or I've kind of mentioned it, but I think this map was created back in the day when you needed to kind of reach the requirements to have, you know, so many road connections in and out, train connections. I think you still do. I can't remember. It's been a while since I last created a map, but these are in. It's just so that the kind of the map was functional so you can kind of play it. And I'm going to try and utilize that train entry and then bring it underground as a complete connection. And then just see if we start to see a transformation on the island. Is it the case? Now, this is the theory that I'm going to assume. The theory is, when it comes to bringing cargo in and out, let's just say in for the moment. When it comes to bringing cargo in, importing, I think train is number 1, then vehicles, then ships, then planes. That's my theory. So trains is first, vehicles is second, in the ways that they can bring loads in really quickly, because vehicles can just drive in like one after the other and trains can bring a huge amount of cargo in one. Ships can do the same as well. They can bring loads, but they're really slow. That's the disadvantage ships have over trains and vehicles, which is why I put trains and vehicles at number 1 and 2. Planes, yes, they can fly in pretty quickly, but they're still kind of slow and they don't carry as much cargo, meaning you need more planes, which then causes backlogs at airports. We've already kind of discovered this. So kind of getting rid of vehicles and trains cuts off, I'm going to go out there and say it right now, at least 60% of your total imports. Now, I ain't going to do a road. I'm just going to do the train network and just see what happens. One thing I will say right now, and I know that's going to happen, is the fact that we are going to see a huge backlog of trains trying to get in and out of this region right now. We're going to see this huge backlog about to happen. So if I just kind of get the train height then, if I just kind of create this, right, like I said, guys, this will be gone. This will be gone. If I delete you, and if I then just create my little train connection, we'll just use this one here. It's going to be fine. And bring it just to there. Right, we're going to have some serious flooding. There's not really a fat lot I can do about this. We're just going to have to play the waiting game. But what I'm going to do here anyway is we'll kind of bend it like this. And then we'll make it go underground. So into a tunnel mode. I'm going to do -20 in the hopes that that is then enough that you don't see it. Yeah, I think we get away with it. So the only thing I got to do right now is figure out where do I want this connection to now happen. Where would make the most sense? Thinking about it, we're gonna have a lot of issues no matter where we place it. But I'm thinking, do I just get rid of? Well, do I just like disable this for? Oh, I don't really want to disable that. Where's a little bit useless? Maybe this one here. Maybe I could kind of. Oh, actually, we could get the best of both worlds. If I deleted this, right, and this is down by -10, but if I bring it down to -20 as we're going down, there we go. If I did that, is it possible? 21 by 21. This might break all logic because of how short that is there. But if I bring you in and bend. I know it looks a little bit ridiculous, but we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So I'll use the connection tool right now. So bam from there. And it's quite a distance, I'll be honest with you. It is quite a distance. So there to there. And okay, it's almost like a 90-degree turn. Right, if I go to about here, does that work on both sides? It does. I'll enter it in. And technically, guys, we now have an outside connection. Okay? I now have an outside connection. Right. We'll see what happens, okay? It will take a minute or two for them to kind of figure out that this is now a possibility. We'll do some smoothing here to kind of let the water out. Because it is a little bit crazy at the minute. And we might have to push this node back a bit as well. To allow the train to actually come out. Because I've gone through these issues before in the past. So I bring that out to there. Bring this all the way out to here. You know, this is not my first rodeo, guys. This is not your boy's first rodeo. Alright, I'm going to say there is a reasonable length. Just so I can have a full train spawn before the Chrissy Crossy. Hopefully that is adequate. Hopefully, anyway. So this will take some time. I mean, I know they got to go up all these bumps here. But this will take some time to see it actually work. But this is just going to test my theory right now. This is why it's an experiment. It's going to test my theory that they can't rely just on ships and boats. Ships and planes. Only to import the goods that they require. I could build more industry. Like it produces raw resources. But it's not enough. I feel like I'm producing adequate amount for the small amount that I do have. So what we've got to do right now then, guys, is we have to now play the waiting game. We now legit have to wait for a train to spawn. So it's going to take some time. Let's be honest, it's going to take some time for them to realise what's going down, because it is quite a dramatic change that they can now do. So while we do wait, I recently bought the financial DLC pack. You might have seen it in the last episode of Canal Town. Maybe we should implement a couple of banks around here right now, boys. Or at least implement the financial building. The stock exchange. Which is... It's in the unique buildings, isn't it? The stock exchange? Yes, here it is. Actually, let me do some banks first. I feel like we should do some banks first. So... we have this tool area over here, which I feel like this bank would go quite well within. It's just a case of figuring out where is the best place to put it. I should also maybe think about filling this area up as well, because I can turn this into like a small little financial district. So I could have, you know what, I'm going to build on this area. I could have the big huge bank just here, which has quite a large radius to do stuff with. And then we'll just do all these little smaller banks dotted around. So I won't try and destroy too much residential. We'll do a little bit of commercial here, there, and everywhere. A few little banks down. And we'll get one in over here. There we go. And just keep dotting around. We will change like a slightly larger bank. in a couple of areas. I reckon we can get away with one just there. So like when we get to like these areas over here, or even a bit further down, I think it warrants us to do a slightly larger bank. Maybe I could utilize one here. So if I implemented, for example, you just there, that's a greater coverage. Same for going around here. I can just utilize these little tool bits. Nice little bank there. Now this one's a bit more difficult because I gotta make sure I do it on a road that is accessible. So there we go. And I think we'll just go for that for now, for a bank. The banks just go around making sure that all the taxes are collected, all the money's collected, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just making sure that they pay their fair way, their fair share. Right, anybody using this yet? I'm looking for a glorious orange speck to appear. Will you be the train? You are not my train. You are not my train. Are you my train? No. I'm hoping that I haven't messed up the bend with everything that I've just done here. What I could do is actually delete that to there, and then just do that like that. That way, all that kind of messing about I just did hopefully wouldn't affect it too much. We shall see. Or worst case scenario, I do my own connection. I might do my own connection because I don't know whether this is going to be broken. So I could just go, bam, there you go. Now, I won't mess with that. I'll just kind of utilize this and then just see what happens. Just see what happens. Just in case, you know, it is slightly broken. I just don't know about it yet. Right, okay, so we've got the beautiful skyscraper banking just there. And now we're going to build the little stock exchange as well. So you can go for like the international trade building as well, which is quite a toolish building. Look, that will kind of benefit going maybe on this side, or even I could potentially just place it down here as well. You know what? We'll place it there. Add to the addition of the skyline and the big stadium, which I really do love. And then I'm going to place the stock exchange directly in front of the stadium. And then does something like this make sense to be placed down? That's a little bit too big. These are way too small. What is this, by the way? This is an elevated plaza. So I could put the elevated plaza, for example, just there. And just create like a little bit of a gap within the area. Run that directly up for a connection. And then place down a few little offices just to kind of bulk the area up a bit more. And it's quite a dominating little skyline to begin with. Obviously, we're going to build all this up here as well, make it even more bigger. But with the ability to do that right now, I now have the option to manage and sort out some investments. So, kind of looking at who is at its lowest. Oh, they just jumped up at the last minute. Right, the Deaf Care Fund. We have quite a lot of money in our isolated city right now. So, we're going to buy many millions of shares. So this will be interesting. Generic industry is down. I wonder what will happen now. Now we get the trains coming in. Healthcare service fund, buy into that. So if it's looking high, I ain't gonna buy it because that will be a bad investment for you, boy. Chirpy Cruisers. Ooh, they're down. So the other stuff that you could invest in, I've got to kind of reach a certain level of stuff before I can, jump straight into it. But that'll be interesting to see what kind of money we get from it. Because I had over 20 million before I started doing all these investments. Right, so anybody wanting to use my new import-export route? I mean, the other thing we have to kind of think of is maybe nobody wants to use it, Zaniac. What if nobody wanted to use it? I'd probably cry. But then again, you're going to have like intercity trains I could utilize to bring people into the area. But that's just another headache altogether, isn't it? That is another headache altogether. So, oh, there we go. Oh, and I can't even select it either. There we go. Oh, 2 trains. 3 trains. Right, hold on. That one's just coming in right now. So that one's going to the cargo train terminal of over here. Okay, that's traveling some distance. So this will be interesting as well to see how much it affects the boats and the planes. Do we then start to see a heavily reduced amount of boats and planes coming in? And will we see a train being generated over and over and over again? I don't know. But at this point, if the industry still moans, there's not much more I can do apart from bringing roads in. Because at that point then, they need to chill out. You know what I mean? Like, stop being big babies. Stop being big babies. I've got warehouses down for days. I've got all the raw resources being produced from myself. The only thing I don't have is the sheer amount of normal imports that you would normally get. Right, stock exchange, manage investments. So, I feel like it's a little bit too easy to make money in all of this. Look at my cruises right now. That is a lot of cash, money moolah, that I can take from there. Yeah. I don't really know what the best way to go about doing this is. Obviously, it changes on the daily. I could wait for it to skyrocket all the way up. Again, it most likely will drop back down. You know what? We'll sell here. Sell there, all my shares. And that will allow me to now upgrade the building. And again. And again. Because of the sheer profits I just made. Yo, the stock exchange is going to tower over the stadium. We could rename the stadium after the stock exchange. We really could. So, with that said, anywhere looking a little bit low that your boy could maybe buy into? Chirpa Crypto is looking crazy. Very legit company. We'll buy into them. Right, these are all not doing great, but they're not doing good either. So, we'll hold out for all of those. And again, we played the waiting game. So, we're really waiting for something to make some big cash again. Just waiting for something to kind of go skyrocketing. Or something over here to completely drop down. That's flatlining. I feel like I'm going to sell this. It's just flatlining for now. And again, we're just waiting for something to drastically drop. I feel like we'll come back a little bit later and kind of check it all out. Because they're just doing things. They're just chilling. So, our new import section then. Lots of trains now going out. Which is good to see. Crisscrossing with trains coming in. Oh, this is really good to see. And this is the issue that we're going to have. Is if I get too many, they're going to backlog up here. Because they can't despawn or respawn quicker than they arrive. So you got to be a little bit careful of that. But this is what we're now looking at. I'm now starting to see less gaps. Not saying that this is solving it. But we'll see what happens. It's going to take a while before we see those big changes. Right, I'm a sucker right now, pulling myself back into the stock market. This is gambling at its finest. Chirp. Oh, your farming industry is down, but it's not like buy you. We could potentially make some big money there. Buy Chirpy Cruises. I'll buy into you as well. Alright, let's see what we get from these then. Just takes one big change to make a big bunch of dollar bills. That's all it takes. Oil industry is already making big dollar. Oh, we're going to sell them. I had to. I feel like we're gonna hit the cap. Had to sell them. Had to sell them. Right, you can. Oh, okay, sell you. Sell you. You're at new heights. Chirpy. Oh, that could go one more. That could potentially go one more. It's on the downturn. I'll sell it. Buy all of you. You're high. Sell you. You're not high yet. We wait. Right, you know, I'll sell you. And just wait to see if our healthcare services take an upturn again. Right, is that enough now to level it up again? There we go, we've maxed it out. We've maxed out the stock market. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Now, are we still complaining, guys? Are we still complaining? I mean, this is going to have some goods being delivered right now on this train. It's not often to use this station because of the harbour nearby. But this is good to see. This is good to see. Let's follow where this vehicle is going to go. To find fashions. Which is just there. It's not a building that is technically complaining at the moment. But it will be interesting. It will be interesting. Trains for days. See, that's why we need to move this further back. It's kind of got to be the full length of a train. So if one does crisscross the other, there's no stresses. But the issue could be that I could break or damage the line. So if these trains can go through it coming up, then we're okay. Right, come on. Taking your sweet, sweet time, aren't you? Well, that train just spawned in as well. Yeah, I think we're... yeah, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay, guys. So it's enough there where this train can kind of come through and go. If it needs to crisscross, you know, it doesn't... It's more these guys that want to crisscross, but... yeah, you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. So, I'm gonna say there's less complaints. There is starting to look like there's less complaints. Now, it's either because the building's gone abandoned or these imports are technically working. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Right, have we got money back in these investments? I'm just going to sell these, get rid of the investments right now. Very good. We made some big dollar bills. Nearly at 30 million in the bank. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, could I say that this is working? Or do I still need to give it more time? Because there's not much complaints around here anymore. Which is good. There's still a few complaints, don't get me wrong. There is still a fair few. There's a train coming in here. So hopefully that'll drop a lot of goods off for the pedestrianised area. I want to see how filled up it is. 80%, that's not bad. That's not bad considering. Where's it come from? Oh, it's come from a cargo hub. So that will drop off a load of goods then. So where are you actually going to? A large cargo service point. So this is all for the pedestrianised area. So, yes. They are starting to get their goods. They are starting to get their goods. This was what I was kind of slightly worried about. Is the old Chrissy Crossy here. Because that's not a space of 21. So I wonder if I can stretch all this out. To create the space of 21. I'll grab onto that as well. Right, that is a space of 21 right there. So we shouldn't have these gems. There just seems to be a train there stuck that I can't I can't sort out. Actually, I think there's more going on here than what you assume. Alright. That should solve it. Granted, they are a bit all over the place right now, but you gotta wait for them to start despawning. Hopefully this has worked out. You can't set the train on the ground, and that's kind of annoying. They will despawn after so long. You just got everything to like redirect their routes. Also, this is not long enough. There we go, sir. So I'm just waiting for this now to despawn. Excuse me, sir. You're not meant to be here. Sir, you're not meant to be here right now. Can you disappear? You can't. I can't select the train. I mean, I could delete. Oh, there you go. One's kind of got rid of itself. This one doesn't seem to want to do it. Right, I'm about to force it. Hopefully, that minor disruption right now solves it all. I'm probably just deleted a load of trains going all the way back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. So, we shall see. But there is less complaints. I will say that. There is less complaints. Now, let me see if I can, with the rural, do a beautiful little connection from there to there. There we go. It's on the wrong style of road then for a second. Now that's keeping it and running it as it is there and not really utilizing the parallel system. So if I utilize the parallel road and then plus this by the 80, so it follows the main dragger road is what it does right there, which is very good, which I might have now slightly broken my game, but hey ho, there we go. And for some reason, even though I chose, oh no, I didn't choose anything. I say, even though I chose it not to elevate, it still would have had it elevated. But it doesn't connect, does it? So I'll delete this little strip there. There we go. Now, you know what? I'm going to do the exact same thing again. We'll do it there to here. And there was a plus 80. Bam. And then that runs directly into all of this. We'll do a little bit of smoothing real quick. We don't need these power lines anymore. Or at least I hope we don't. I hope we don't. There we go. So just quickly smoothing some of this off. And we'll create a little financial area. Alright, smoothing what we can. So if I quickly zone this area here. And we'll go up here with it. Just to there. Give it the financial office building zoning. And then in a world where I'm struggling with the industrial, what does Sonic do? Place down more industrial, the damn noob. It just feels right. It just feels right. Doesn't really fully have the water. And there we go. So we'll see financial buildings for the first time right now, which is quite exciting. It is quite exciting. So how is the little V over here? Oh, there's no train spawning. Have I? Maybe I've broken it. No, because trains are going into there. Oh, please don't say I've broken it. I can't go through all these emotions again. Your boy can't be going through these emotions again. Following this down, nothing seems to want to spawn over here. Oh no, have I broken it again, guys? Don't tell me I've broken it again. Something somewhere doesn't want to play ball. But all the vehicles seem to want to go into this train station as if there's a train's going to spawn. There's a train coming down now. Okay, there's a train spawning there. So this is going to come through. So obviously that can, you know, navigate all of that. I haven't changed anything else. I haven't changed anything else. But something doesn't seem right now, does it? Right. Oh no, I'm deleting too much. Hold on, that one doesn't even connect. Right, okay, so like that. And finally, that's when I connected back up. So that should be okay. He says it should be okay. Is it ever truly okay? No, it's never truly okay. But yeah, financial buildings coming in. So apparently these pay more tax than you'd like the normal kind of industrial building. We'll get more taxes coming from them. So income from the industrial. You then start to see, oh, it breaks it all down quite nice. Let's see how much money we earn from the zoning of the industry. I didn't realise they broke it down as much as this. What about, yeah, I had to say, what about public transport? But I know that we're never going to make... Oh, we make a profit off the subway. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy to see. Right, have I fixed this? Is this now working? Please tell me this is now working, guys. Trains. Trains. Trains! Where are you, my friends? Yoo-hoo! Oh my goodness me. Something ain't right. I mean, I know they can come out of here, as you can now see. And I haven't changed anything else, so they should be able to go straight through this area. Everything's on the correct levels. So I don't know. I mean, when it started working before, we had a train come out this way before anything else. So, yeah. Oh, where's that train going? Oh, it teased me! It teased me then, guys. I thought it was going to go the other way. I thought it was going the other way. I don't know. I honestly don't know how long you have to wait. So it's all connected. So I truly don't know what the issue is going to be. Anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Interesting. Very interesting. Also, these guys don't have power over here. What's our power like? Oh, the power comes from the wind turbines. I'll place 2 there. There you go. As I slowly choke. Right, still wanted to do the turn in. Still no trains spawning in. Something's not right. I mean, then again, I did have to wait how long for the other trains to start spawning again? But something's not right. I've broken something somewhere and I just don't even realise it. Because that will be straight going all the way up. I mean, it works from that connection upwards. This is truly interesting. Let me see where this train over here is coming down to. None of them. None of them want to work. Somehow I've truly broken it. I have truly broken it. But it's okay. Because, you know, it ain't going to stay here. Remember what I said at the start of the episode, guys? Hint, hint, wink, 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 wink. But when it was working, what's your thoughts on it? Did you think like it was getting better? Oh, hold on. We've been fooled before, guys. And we still continue to get fooled. Yeah, did it feel like it was working before? Because now, since we're not getting any trains, they're starting to complain a bit more as well. These guys complaining. Starting to see a few more bits over here complaining. So maybe it was beneficial. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one to kind of deal with because as much as you want to keep the whole place isolated, you've also got to understand how the game works. That's something else that you got to realise. Right, there's no way in this world that they can't say right now that this is not going to be connected. I really don't like this connection. Let me just have it there for now. Which means you can only export out of the area. Oh my goodness me, what am I doing? But I truly don't know at this point. I truly don't know how I've broken it. Somehow I have, and even I can't figure it out. But an experiment none the least. It's been fun, guys. But hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash the like button down below. Until next time, we'll see you soon. So goodbye.